Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today's pickacard reading is all about your inner child. I recently got this deck, Tarot for Kids, which is so cute. So I thought maybe it's a great time to do something that involves your younger self, your inner child in you. Let's ask whether he or she is currently hurt or happy with the decisions that you've been making in your life recently, with the chapters, with the journeys that you've gone through. Let's check in with your inner child. So pick the card that sparks a memory in you. It will have your messages. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. And let's begin. If you chose the first card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So is your inner child currently happy or hurt? Let's see. I've already shuffled your deck. This is your conscious self, who you are right now. And beneath that is your inner child. So let's see all the messages. We have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands. I swear, I shuffled this deck and there you go. You still have all of the court cards except the Queen from the Suit of Wands. This is the Suit of Fire. So it's all about being passionate, being excited. So to answer your question, your inner child is currently quite happy. Okay, so the Page of Wands is someone very enthusiastic about the life that you're leading. Your inner child is quite thrilled for you, you know, very excited about the new journeys that you are taking, excited about your growth as well. And speaking of growth, look, look at your spread. From a page to a knight to a king, there is growth, right? There is development. There is evolution. So your inner child is very proud of how you have progressed through life, the things that you have learned, the way that you have dealt with people, with situations. There is this enlightenment, empowerment, maturity in you that your inner child is very proud of. Suit of Wands, again, suit of passion. So your inner child is happy that you're doing the things that you love, that you are prioritizing what you really want to do over what other people are expecting you to do, right? The Knight of Wands, this is the card of adventure, travel, exploration, the card of Sagittarius, so Jupiter, luck, expansion. Your inner child is feeling very positive and optimistic about the life that you're leading currently and the future that awaits you. Okay, they think that there are a lot of new horizons for you, and you yourself are not afraid to go on an adventure and see what happens if you do this, what happens if you do that. They like that you are not stagnant. They like that you are always moving, always exploring. I really feel like you picked the right card, the Fool, because that is what this is about. Adventures, new journeys, exploration, and honoring your inner child, okay? Really playing. This is like the card of playgrounds, okay? The Knight of Wands. Someone who takes joy in life, someone who doesn't always have a goal. The Knight of Wands, some would say that's a negative, but your inner child thinks that that's great. You don't always have a goal, you just want to have fun, okay? And the things that you do, maybe you want this new job, or you want to take up this college degree program or something like that. It's not always because, oh, you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to be promoted to CMO or CEO or whatever. You just want to have fun. You just want to know what that job is like, what that business is like, what studying this field will be like, right? So you have this wonder inside of you. You still are very much loyal to your inner child, and your inner child loves that. You are still in touch with who you used to be when you were young, and that's always amazing, right? It's like you're someone who never stops playing, never stops enjoying. So your inner child is indeed very happy with you. But we also have, of course, the King of Wands. Okay, so if the Page of Wands is someone in elementary school. And the Knight of Wands is someone in high school or college. The King of Wands is someone who is already established in life. Okay, so even though there is a huge part of you that still likes to explore and go on adventures and play and stay young, your inner child is also very proud of the mature version of you, the aspect of you that has dealt with pain, that has survived a lot of obstacles, challenges, difficulties, and has come out on top. If you look at the King of Wands, there is a certain sadness to his face, but even with that, he is sitting on a throne. Okay, this is someone who has claimed his power, his or her, it's referring to you, who has claimed his throne, his crown, his station in life. So your inner child is aware that there have been pains, there has been agony in your life, but you have used all of those as fuel to make yourself stronger, more successful, more stable. And despite the pain, despite the sadness, your inner child is very much aware that you have kept them alive. Your inner child is still here, always curious, always going on adventure, always passionate about life. The Suit of Wands is the suit of fire. So your inner child is really happy. Okay? And they do sympathize with the agony, the pain, the obstacles that you've been through, but they're very proud of how you've allowed those things to strengthen you, to empower you, instead of, letting yourself down or staying hurt, playing the victim because of it. Last message would be an advice. Okay, at the bottom of your deck, the Three of Wands. Oh my God. Okay, so your spread is 100% Wands, which again, the Suit of Wands is the suit of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is also the card of Leo, so Leo, Sag. But of course, with all four of them as Wands, Aries energy is there as well. And what is fire in astrology? Fire is the heart. Okay, fire is what keeps you going. Okay, fire is what keeps life interesting. This is pioneering, innovative kind of energy, positive, again, optimistic. Okay, someone who is in touch with their higher self and with their inner child as well. And your advice from your very happy inner child is to always look for new chapters, new journeys, new beginnings, new rewards and awards. Okay, the Three of Wands is someone who is forward thinking, someone who never dwells in negative things from the past, someone who always wants a new chapter, someone who wants to accumulate success and happiness. So your inner child is advising you to embody that, to be like that, and to always look forward to something new, to always think that something beautiful awaits you. Okay, to keep that positive mind, that childlike wonder of, what if I do this and this happens, and what if I do that and I succeed in this? It's always the optimism, and it's always staying true to your higher self, and again to your inner child, and just being very excited about what life has to offer. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the second card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So is your inner child happy or hurt? Let's see. I've already shuffled your deck. We have the Knight of Coins, the Four of Cups, and the Emperor. Wow, this is quite surprising. So the answer is neither. Your inner child is not happy, and he or she is not hurt or sad at the moment either. What they are is bored. Okay, that's the key word, but also slightly disappointed, and also anticipating that situation is going to change soon. Okay, in the middle of your spread, we have the card of boredom and withdrawal, the Four of Cups. Your inner child right now feels disconnected from you. They think that you have forgotten them. You have forgotten that they exist, that they're still within you. And they just think that there's no relationship between the two of you right now. So that's something that doesn't necessarily hurt them, but they find it disappointing and they're very bored because they feel like they are no longer playing any role in your current life. Okay? The Knight of Coins is the slowest knight in the deck. He's literally at a stop. He's not moving. He's not doing anything. And this is how your inner child feels about the relationship that they have with you. Okay? It's like you are now very much focused on coins, on money, on material well-being, on material accumulation, that you no longer really care about your emotions that much. And your emotions, that is where your inner child lives, right? So this is of course not a bad thing. Like we said, your inner child is not hurt, because it's not a bad thing, of course, to want financial stability, right? To want material abundance. Like, we're not saying that's a bad thing, but your inner child thinks that the focus is maybe too much there instead of, you know, a balance. And I think it is, you know, kind of a synchronicity that you pick this card. It's called Patience in the Tarot for Kids deck, but this is the Hanged Man, and this is the card of nothing happening. Okay, stagnation. It is also the card of sacrifice, and your inner child feels like you have sacrificed your connection with them in order to, you know, be someone very mature, be someone who's like a model adult. And again, none of that is bad, but they just feel a bit neglected, you know? They're not necessarily hurt yet, but they are disappointed and they are just very withdrawn from you right now. And they feel like you are withdrawn from them as well. And that's why we have the Emperor. We're talking about your inner child, and this is an old man, which is the opposite of the inner child, right? So like we said, the Emperor is also a lot like the Knight of Coins. We said this is about stability, right? This is about material well-being and abundance. The Emperor is kind of like that as well. He is about status. He is about prominence, making a name for himself, being someone influential, powerful, somebody that people respect. This is your focus right now. And again, that's amazing. Your inner child is not hurt that you are focusing on that. I mean, as an adult, that is your role. That is the goal, right? This is what you're supposed to do. But again, there should always be a balance, okay? And in the past years, about 4 years with the Emperor here, it seems like you have been forgetting about creating that balance completely, okay? You are completely turning your back. Look at the Emperor turning his back on the Four of Cups, which is, you know, the representative of your inner child, okay? It's like you have a lot of ambitions that have nothing to do with how you really feel, okay? I don't want to say it's superficial, okay? Because again, we are spiritual beings having a corporeal experience as humans on earth, right? So of course we have to have a stable life here. Otherwise, it's going to be crazy. We're not going to be happy anyway. But it just somehow feels like instead of, you know, making sure that all aspects of your life are good, you are focusing so much on one aspect, and it's not because it's making you happy, but it's because it's what people expect of you, and you want to show them that you can, you know? It's like you want to prove yourself to others. And that's why there's a bit of shallowness there, because you're not even doing these things for yourself, but rather for the approval of the authority figures in your life, the people who look up to you. Well, that's all good and well. The primary motivation that you should have for anything that you do is your own happiness, your own contentment, your own satisfaction, right? So your inner child is kind of worried that you're currently of the wrong mindset. Not only are you neglecting them, your inner child, what makes you happy, what makes your heart fill with joy, okay? You're doing things, you're forgetting them because other people are telling you to, because you want to live up to the expectations of your parents, maybe the teachers that you had when you were in school, or the people who brought you up, your friends. Maybe it's a competition thing where you feel like you are lagging, okay? And so you're very competitive right now. The Emperor is Aries, competition, drive, ambition. So there's a lot of that in your life right now, without really keeping in mind what the end game is. What is it all for? It should be to make yourself happy, not to make other people proud of you, or not to make other people stop looking down on you, right? So your inner child, in other words, they think you are currently lost. They think you are maybe in some sort of dream or illusion. They don't want you to stop striving for success. Absolutely not. But they want you to find your North Star. What are you doing all of this for? Okay? All of this effort, all of this building, accumulating influence and wealth. What is it for? It cannot be for another person, for other people. It has to be for your own happiness, for your own contentment, first and foremost. So your inner child, are they happy or hurt? Neither. They're quite disappointed and bored and a bit withdrawn. Last message, what is their advice for you? Ooh, and for that, should be the bottom of the deck. For that, we have the sun. Okay, so again, about that North Star. The sun is a star. So it is about remembering what your true motivation should be. Okay? It shouldn't be a specific number in your bank account. It shouldn't be the approval of a particular person. It should be your own inner happiness. Yellow in tarot and in life in general is all about clarity, joy, happiness. So what makes you happy? Okay? Work for that. Achieve that. Face that. Right? So that is what you should do. This is what your inner child is advising you to. Just do not forget what it's all for. Okay? Do not lose sight of the bigger picture of what your end game should be. Okay? So always look to the sun. What should your sun be? What should be the brightest influence in your life? Okay? And it shouldn't be anxiety about what people are saying about you behind your back. Okay? It should be what makes your heart fill up with joy. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the third card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So is your inner child happy or hurt? Let's see. I've already shuffled your deck. We have the best friends or the lovers. We have the bully or the devil. And also the Five of Cups. So I would say your inner child right now is leaning more towards hurt than happy. And this is going to be quite a heavy message, because there's one reason in particular that your inner child is kind of in pain right now. And it's because you are not seeing someone in your life, someone in particular, for who they truly are. Okay? Look at these two cards, the best friends and the bully. So there is someone in your life right now. You see them as someone trustworthy, someone who wants the best for you, but this is who they truly are. Someone who is taking advantage of you. Okay? Someone who doesn't see your true worth, someone who doesn't want you to succeed. And right now, you're not seeing that. Okay? And this is the cause of the pain, the hurt that your inner child is feeling. Okay? Because deep down, you know you and your inner child are aligned deep down, subconsciously, perhaps even unconsciously, about who this person really is. But you refuse to believe that. Your conscious self, okay? Your mundane self refuses to believe the truth about this person. to give you specific clues about who this personality is, the lovers or the best friends, this is the card of Gemini. And the bully or the devil, this is the card of Capricorn. So Gemini, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, Venus. And if you don't know their natal chart, you probably do though, because this is someone close to you. But in the unlikely case that you don't, then it's about that personality. Okay, maybe it's not their sun sign, but they exude the negative parts of Gemini energy. I'm not saying all Geminis are like this, but the negative part of Gemini energy is kind of someone who is sometimes nice to you and sometimes they're mean. You know, it's like they're moody and you don't know which one they really are. Sometimes they compliment you, they give you a lot of positive reinforcement and energy, and then the next they're gonna bring you down and drag you down. Okay, that two-faced dual energy is something that this person would be showcasing around you and the other people that you guys hang out with. Capricorn energy, this is one of the negatives of Capricorn, and all zodiac signs have their positives and their negatives, but one of the really downsides to Capricorn is they can be ruthless in achieving what they want. They can be completely selfish. They don't care about stepping on anybody, hurting anybody to achieve a specific goal, like maybe a promotion at work, or you know, being valedictorian, class valedictorian, or something like that. Okay, or maybe it's your romantic partner that this quote unquote friend wants to take away from you. Okay, or the potential of that relationship. So your inner child is hurt that you are not facing up to the facts of this relationship around you, that there's someone very toxic towards you, and it's like you don't care. You're giving them too much benefit of the doubt, even though deep down you already know that this person is a bully, that this person is no good for you, that this person is toxic and is poison to your dreams, to your well-being, to your happiness. Okay, and I say that this is the one major thing because these are major arcana cards. Okay, the best friends, the lovers, the bully, the devil. This 2 out of 3 are major arcana. Okay, so this is what's plaguing your inner child. You know that saying, you are your oldest friend, so take care of you, so prioritize you, so put yourself first. That is not what you're doing right now. Okay, you are being kind to other people at the expense of yourself. Okay, and your inner child hates that you're being disloyal to yourself like that. Okay, but not all is lost. With the 5 of Cups, yes, there is this worry that your inner child has about you, allowing yourself to be walked all over by this person who pretends to be, you know, your friend, who pretends to love you. But there are other beautiful things going on in your life as well, as represented by the 2 cups that are not yet spilled, that are, you know, there filled with goodness, waiting for you to notice. So like I said at the beginning of your reading, your inner child is leaning more towards hurt, but it doesn't mean that they are completely distraught. You know, there are things in your life that make them happy too. Your other relationships, your ambitions, the things that you're working on, your hobbies, these things allow you to bond with your inner child. Okay, the things that truly make you feel joyful and happy. So there is still that connection between you and your inner child, but there is this one thing, 3 out of 5 cups, right, are spilled. So there is this one big thing that's making your inner child sad. However, they still believe that you are striving, aiming to keep a connection with them, to stay true to who you really are. So they do see the effort and they're very happy with that. They still feel connected to you, but they are very much worried about this one thing. Okay, they want you to face up to the facts and really recognize the person, the people around you that do not wish you well. Last card, what is the advice from your inner child? At the bottom of your deck, we have strength. Okay, so this is quite literally all about staying strong. This is about, like we said, you are your oldest friend. Be loyal to you. Okay, this is about embracing people who truly mean you well, embracing only the energies that are, very honest and transparent and optimistic towards you. Okay, this is like the Two of Cups. Look at them mirroring each other, echoing each other's energies. Look for people like this in your life. If they are not like this, if they don't see you for what you're worth, if they don't mirror your positivity, then let them go. Okay, this is what your inner child wants you to know. Okay, be wary of the bully, this person who is pretending to be your friend, and instead embrace those who are truly loyal to you. Since we're talking about astrology, strength is the card of Leo, Sun, Rising, Venus. So an advice from your inner child is to stick with the people who have that kind of Leo energy, childlike, sometimes childish, passionate energy. These are the people who would be good for you. Leo is also a very loyal energy, okay? One of the most loyal zodiac signs among the fixed signs, right? So there you go. Look for people like this who mirror your energy, and say goodbye to the people who do not truly mean you well. So there you go. I hope this helped. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.